With our two versions of the documentation set up, let's now see a change flow through the master and release branches of our code and make sure the documentation versions behave appropriately. So I've got the changes from this module in an approved pull request that I can merge to master. These two changes are the custom CSS for the table change we did on the hardware and code page, and the added support for Markdown and the About Markdown page. Once again, my friend Robert has approved the pull request, and I'll just scroll down and merge this to master, which should kick off a CI/CD process on Read the Docs with a new build for the version called Latest. The released version should remain intact without these changes. Let's go see if it worked. Okay, even before I was able to get back to Read the Docs, I can already see a new past build for Latest, but the release version was from a day ago. Promising. When we view the docs, which loads the latest version by default, we see the About link at the bottom of the left nav. I click on that, and the Markdown page looks as expected. And I click on the hardware and code page, and the table does not scroll off to the right of the page. So far, so good. And when I click the release version, we can see that my table doesn't even have the new column. Great! Nor does the About link exist on the left nav. This is awesome. Let's go back to GitHub and merge our changes from master into the release branch and see if this last step works as well as this one has. To merge changes from master into release, I'll create a new pull request. I choose a base of release and leave master as my compare branch. I'll add my note and then submit the pull request. I've not done any branch protection on the release branch, so I can just turn around and merge the pull request. I'll confirm the merge, and then we can go see about that CI/CD process again on Read the Docs. This time, we're looking for a new build of the release version. So I'll go back to our Doc tab, and then nav back to Read the Docs. I got here in time to see a new installing version of the release version. With a couple of refreshes, the build has completed. I'll click View Docs again to have a look. The latest version comes up by default, and I can still see my changes there. And when I change to release, I don't see them, but a page refresh comes to the rescue. I now see both changes in my release version, which is pretty awesome. All of that just by managing the source code for the docs in their respective branches.